I mean, it always hurts me anyways to throw away food because I'm such a selfless person. And I think about other people who don't have, who have less than. What's up, beautiful people? LosingDrea here. I'm coming to you guys with a video, but I'm late again on day 23 and today, day 24 of my meat only March videos. Seem to be getting behind. You would think somebody's at home, can't go anywhere, can't do anything. Why would I be behind, right? Why? Oh, spider. Why do I not have the time? Excuse the mess of a head. Like Fluffy Hates Fry Bro always says, I look like a can of busted biscuits. Seriously. I just ate steak. Had a wonderful strip steak, another one of those strip steaks that I got from Aldi's. I know I mentioned it in one of my videos, and if I didn't, oh well, sorry. I'm not hoarding the steaks for myself. I meant to tell everybody, strip steaks at Aldi's, if you can find them. The only reason I found them was they were the only thing on the shelves at the time. I would have never tried it. It's the best steak I've ever eaten. So delicious. Just a little bit of pink Himalayan salt on both sides. In my air fryer, I don't even flip it. I put it on the little chicken leg mode. It cooks for about 20 minutes on, I think the temp is like 360 degrees. Guys, it keeps the flavors in, the juices. I mean, that thick of a steak, perfect warm pink center. I couldn't have been happy. I'm actually a pink, warm red center. But still, delicious nonetheless. I don't know how you guys like your meat. I kind of like mine just on the plate, still mooing. But I had to come on here and do a video. What I wanted to talk to you guys about was the fact that I said I wasn't stressing. I wasn't going to stress eat. And I seriously mean that. Let me try to move this just a tad because it seems like this my light in the back. Not that it's helping, it matters, but anyways, yeah, I don't know that I'm stress eating, but I'm definitely eating things the family doesn't want to eat. Now, I only have 3 people in my family, including me, but I'm not mentioning any names, but I can tell you it's not me. There are a few people around here that don't believe in eating leftovers or something, and they're making food or having me make them food, and then they're not eating the food, and the food is just sitting there, and so I'm eating leftovers of stuff that I made to begin with that I didn't want, that I didn't make for me. It's like, you know, don't ever be the person that could cook in your house really well, because then everybody's going to want just you to cook for them all the time. And I'm not saying any names again, but, you know, there's a few people around here that really love my cooking to the point where they're addicted to my cooking, and I better cook when they're hungry. They need to eat. And that's the way it is, even if it's something I don't want to eat. Now, I tend to try to just cook my own thing and do my own thing and then not worry about everybody else, and that works for me quite well. But because I'm such a selfless person, I don't typically do that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get away with that most of the time, and so I'm not even going to try to get away with that. But in the days preceding all of this commotion and whatnot and worldwide panic, I had some stuff that was already cooked in the refrigerator and needed to be eaten. And then now there's stuff being cooked when there's stuff that needs to still be eaten. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to eat this first before cooking anything else. I did make myself this steak that I just ate, so I kind of felt a little guilty, but I went in there and I went to cook something, or eat something else rather. There was some meatloaf in there and it was not edible anymore. But that's just a prime example of what I'm saying. And at a time like now, I mean, it always hurts me anyways to throw away food because I'm such a selfless person. And I think about other people who don't have, who have less than. And, you know, here I am, I got to throw away food now. And that hurts me more than anything because I can't get the other 2 people that I live with to understand that that's my mentality when it comes to food, and I don't want to waste anything. You know, I came from nothing. So to have anything nowadays in any time is, you know, like a blessing and something that I hold in highest regards. I am so appreciative and thankful that I can feed my mother, that I can feed my family, that I could feed these animals and they don't have to live out there where the animals that don't live under somebody's roof have to live and are dealing, and the things they're dealing with. You know, it's just horrible. You know, any of us at any given time, anything can happen, and we can't lose sight of that. But at the same time, we still want to try to live our lives to our very, very best and live our very, very best lives. I don't know about any of you guys, but I don't like to suffer in any kind of way, even though honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the suffering that I've put myself through for the many years that I put myself through it. I've been through it, you know, the emotional, the binge eating, and the constantly being sick, and the health issues that I gave myself, let alone the ones that I acquired that I didn't think I gave myself, but that I blamed myself for giving myself, because I should have jumped on this wagon a long time ago and learned how to eat, and what to eat, and what I was doing to my body, learning that it wasn't any good, where silently, for probably no more than just being lazy about it and not wanting to learn how to eat, how to read nutrition facts, and all those things that I didn't know before going on this journey, you know, they didn't seem important, you know, and now we're in this thing, and it's like, gosh, you know, I wish I would have maybe paid a little bit more attention in Girl Scouts or something. I don't know. You know, all these things we think of after the fact. We think about the now. We don't think about tomorrow. You know, our intentions are money, and we think that, you know, money makes everything better, and it doesn't, because it can't buy toilet paper if you ain't got none to buy. You know, it can't buy meat and ground beef if you ain't got none to buy. So, you know, how much really does that kind of stuff matter? But having a heart and caring for other people, as long as they are reciprocating and can at least not have to return it, but return it in a way of being thankful for it when it's offered or given. You know, all of those, like, these human skills, I think a lot of people needed to have learned along the way. For maybe a time like now, and they haven't really learned those human skills. So, you know, I think it's better that I'm locked up with my animals right now at a time like now. I mean, yes, my mother's here and my husband's here, and I love them greatly. I do care very much about both of them, but my animals are the ones that I'm getting the most strength from when it comes to keeping my head straight, narrow, sane, you know, not doing anything crazy and stupid, and, you know, not overbuying and doing what everybody else is doing, and just doing my own thing and just being there for them, because, you know, I think animals more than anything will most definitely be able to pick up upon the fact if you're upset and going through stress or any kind of stuff and upset. So, you know, kids also, and kids will pick up on that. They have a real keen sense of that kind of stuff, but they also, because of their age and they're not knowing how to process what they're going through as far as the stress, end up doing things that, of course, are not going to be pleasant for many of them. Hopefully some of them, you know, they won't get themselves in any trouble, but they deal and process their stress differently than an adult would, put it that way. So I've seen a lot of behaviors in young children that might seem like they act out, whether it's for attention or because they're just too smart and they know right from wrong. I mean, my nephew used to live with me, and he used to get in trouble all the time, and because he lived with me, I used to go into the school for him, and basically all he was doing was trying to set the other kids straight, because he knew right from wrong. They didn't. But apparently it wasn't his job to know right from wrong and to set anybody straight on the school rules, and he would get himself in trouble, and he would get blamed, like he was the instigator, and that wasn't even the case. It took me one day of actually going and sitting for an hour or so in his classroom waiting for, it was like a parent-teacher kind of lunch day date type thing, and I went and I actually got to witness how all of the kids are and how the teachers put them in a circle or a square and just did things, you know, and kids can reach in their desks, you know, right in the front. It's not like when we were kids, we opened our desk, that everything was in the desk and you had to open the top. No, now everything's in the desk, but it's already opened in the front, and you just reach in the front and pull out what you want. And kids could sit there and play with stuff and whatnot, and then they wonder why kids play with stuff during class that they shouldn't be playing with, whether it's like sharpening a pencil or playing with some kind of an eraser or a pen or some toy in their desk. I saw things that I personally would have done differently had I been the teacher in that class. You know, hey, it's not my place, not my job. I'll tell people what to do. But getting back to what I was saying, and the reason that I even brought it up was because I saw, you know, what some people might construe as being a child with issues, you know, fighting with other kids or not being able to get along with others, you know, really might just be that kid just being teacher's pet and saying, hey, I know what the rules are and I know what the consequences for breaking the rules are, and I'm not going to be a rule breaker. And oh, by the way, you're breaking the rule, and then tell somebody else, and that person gets mad because, hey, you're a tattletale. Shut up, you're going to get me in trouble. And then a fight ensues. That's what would happen. Anyways, I'm not going to carry on and on, even though this is a twofer. I'm trying to get caught up, and just as I do, things just kind of come along, and look at me, I'm a mess. If I didn't come on here, though, as a mess and do this video for you guys now, it wasn't never going to get done, because in all actuality, it is the 24th day, but it's already like at almost 9 o'clock at night. That's kind of early for me, all things considered. I'm going to throw it out there, even though it's not an update on my weigh-in, but it's going to be the preface of this video regardless, which is how does somebody gain 10 pounds in 4 days? You know, less than a week. 4 days, guys. It wasn't even a week, but in 4 days, I've managed to put on almost 10 pounds. And that's crazy. I started out on day one at 235.6 pounds, and today I was 239.2. And I know what it's from, guys. And I've been cheating. I've already broke the whole challenge. I failed at the challenge of just eating meat for March because I've eaten other things. And the other thing was almond flour, and I made a pie crust, and I made a quiche, and it was absolutely delicious. I'm making a crustless one now. But the reason I'm making it crustless is if I do get into it, at least it's not the almond flour. I'm pretty sure it had nothing to do with the eggs or the cheese or even the ham that I put into the last one. I'm pretty sure it had everything to do with the fact that there was almond flour in there, because I swell up. I can't have it anymore now that I've omitted it. And just like anything else I've omitted from my diet, I can't have it anymore. Keep that in mind, guys, if you're just coming along on my channel, and if you ever consider doing any of these kind of diets. I'm not a healthcare professional, and I'm not going to tell you to do anything that I'm doing. I'm doing these things, trying what I see others doing. They've had good results. I said, well, I'm going to try it. I don't trust doctors. Will I go at anything in a holistic approach ever in my life? I can't say that I will. I can't say that I won't, because I don't know whether I believe in it or I don't believe in it. What I do believe in is anything that you can do for yourself naturally, like eating food, you know, is natural to me. We have to eat, we have to survive. But if we put something bad into our bodies is going to react badly for us. And so we need to feed our bodies good, healthy things so that our body is going to do good, healthy things back and reward us for it. I've been punishing my body for so many years that finally, where I'm at a point in my life where I get to where I can be rewarded, I go and I screw up and I cheat and I eat some kind of crap I shouldn't eat, and then my body reacts, and then it's usually pain, inflammation, sinus issues, you know, the nose will be running away without me, you know, all kinds of problems. And I know this, and yet I cannot stop myself from sticking something in my mouth when I know what it's going to do to me. I just cannot have it in the house and buy it, especially at a time like now. It's not easily accessible. I did find a bag of almond flour and bought it and brought it home just yesterday. And here I was trying to get rid of almond flour that I had because I wasn't eating it anymore. But I'm not the only one in my household, so I'm using the other people in my household basically as an excuse to feed or bring this crap into my house, because even if they can't have it, I'm the only one that's going to get it. I'm the main shopper in the household. So primary shopper, I have to put my foot down. I can't have it. They can't have it in the house. And I'm sorry if I have to be the mean one and say, hey, you can't have it because I can't have it. Because I have a problem. You have a problem with it instantly because sure, you're in the same house. It's just how it is. Anyways, guys, I'm just going to start rambling on again. I cannot believe how messed up my hair is. And yet I think it looks cute. Don't ask me why, but yeah, I cut my own bangs. It's not like I'm going to a beauty parlor right now. Katie, my hair girl, if you're watching me, sorry. I hope I didn't screw nothing up in the long run. But you charge me enough, so you'll be able to fix it, I'm sure, for the money. Anyways, guys, I love you all so very much. I just got my phone propped up here on some sort of a little clamp just to kind of, you know, my makeshift tripod here. I wanted to come on here and do this video. I'm actually in my garage doing this video for you guys because otherwise it's not going to get done. I'm in between working and having dinner and cooking that crustless quiche now. I'll take some pictures and I'll insert them. I'll also insert some of the last quiche that I think I might have one of the other videos. I may or may not have. I don't know. I get to doing things and then I start editing stuff out that I said or that I did because I don't want it to run on and be so long that it takes forever to upload. Because as anybody knows, if you've been watching my channel and you know me, I have the shittiest internet in the world. And it is slower than dial-up, if you ask me, from what I can recall of dial-up. And it takes forever to get out to you. So if it isn't late on my own accord from my own tardiness and whatnot of getting a video out to you guys, then it is because it's just not getting uploaded to you guys quickly enough. Anyways, guys, I'm sitting here looking at like an oil slick inside my coffee when I haven't put anything but cream in here. It must be the fat in the cream that causes that. It's the only thing I can think of, and I wish I could pan this camera down and show you what I'm talking about, but maybe y'all have seen it yourself if you drank coffee before, and it makes you wonder if all that gunk isn't sticking to your insides. I've wanted to quit coffee too, guys, seriously, but it's not one of those things I guess I'm ready to do just at the moment with everything else going on. Anyways, guys, with that said, be happy, be healthy, be beautiful, but just be you, be the boss of your loss if you're on a weight loss journey, and I will definitely be seeing each and every one of you guys in my next video, which will be tomorrow for day 25 of Meat Only March. I love you guys so very much. Be blessed. Mwah. Hey guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already subscribed, please click the subscribe button down below and be sure to ring the bell so you can be notified of all new videos as I put them out to you, as well as if I go live.